Learning English.
Have you ever found yourself trapped by an overtalker at a networking event?
The worst.
Right. Desperately looking for an exit strategy while they just talk at you endlessly. You nod and smile, but your eyes completely glaze over.
Yeah, because they've essentially turned what should be a conversation into a personal monologue.
Exactly. It's that exhausting feeling of a completely one-sided interaction where you're just an audience member instead of an active participant.
And true communication requires actual exchange.
Right.
Not just, waiting for your turn to speak.
Welcome back to Radio英会話. Quick recap by Noelia.
Lesson 28.
Conversation principles. Flow conversation is a game of catch.
So today's mission is really about exploring this material to learn how to transform those flat monologues into dynamic two-way exchanges.
Right, by actively tossing the conversational ball back to the other person. Here's the key sentence.
What do you think?
Got it.
One more time.
What do you think?
This simple phrase is fundamentally about remembering that a conversation is not a place to, aggressively push your own opinions.
You really have to yield the floor.
Exactly. When you yield the floor to your partner, you create a healthy bidirectional flow. It shows you genuinely value their perspective by inviting them into the process.
I understand the goal there, but why do people so often mistakenly say, "How do you think?" instead of "what"? I mean, it seems like such a common trap.
Yeah, it really is. It happens because we confuse asking about a mechanism with asking for an object. How asks about the manner or method of thinking.
Like literally the biological mechanics of your brain operating.
Precisely. We use what because you are asking them to provide a specific opinion or idea, which is the actual thing they are thinking about.
That makes totally sense.
By passing the ball smoothly with the correct word, you prevent the discussion from stalling out into a one-sided lecture. It's a fundamental shift from commanding attention to, sharing it.
Here's the first phrase.
This plan is too risky to succeed. What do you think? One more time.
This plan is too risky to succeed. What do you think?
This structure is incredibly effective for navigating potentially tricky professional waters. You are first stating a cautious, even negative view regarding the viability of a business plan.
Right, but if you just drop that negative statement and stop talking, it could come across as overly dominant, couldn't it? Like purely critical.
Exactly. And that is why you immediately yield the floor with our target question to soften the blow.
It shows you aren't just handing down a final verdict.
Yeah, you are genuinely opening the floor for debate. You create a safe space for critical business discussions because you are explicitly inviting pushback.
So the other person feels respected rather than dismissed or attacked.
You hit the nail on the head. It is the perfect way to express doubt while maintaining a collaborative atmosphere.
Here's another.
There must be a hidden catch in this deal. What's your gut feeling?
Ooh, I like that one.
One more time.
There must be a hidden catch in this deal. What's your gut feeling?
This variation moves away from asking for logical analysis and instead taps into pure instinct.
So totally different from the first phrase.
Completely. When you ask for a gut feeling, you are bypassing rational data and spreadsheets entirely. You are validating those intuitive red flags that haven't been fully proven yet.
Oh, I see. It is like a smoke detector going off based on trace particles before you actually see the fire.
That is a really good analogy.
Yeah, you want to know if the other person's internal alarm bells are ringing the same way yours are?
That is a perfect way to look at it. You are acknowledging that sometimes our subconscious picks up on a hidden catch before our conscious mind can articulate it.
Makes sense.
You are basically checking their raw, unfiltered reaction to an offer that seems just a little too good to be true.
Here's today's scene.
We've got two colleagues discussing a recent company crisis. One of them is already defensively updating their resume.
Oh, wow, jumping the gun a bit.
Right. While the other is surprisingly optimistic about the future.
Here they go.
I think this is just a necessary reset for the company. We'll be much leaner and faster after this.
I wish I shared your confidence. You are being much more optimistic about the crisis than the others. What's your take on it?
Look at the market history. These dips are where the real growth starts.
I hope you're right, because I'm already halfway through updating my resume.
This exchange perfectly highlights the nuance of asking for someone's specific take.
Yeah, that phrasing really stands out.
By pointing out the stark contrast in optimism first, the questioning colleague is setting the stage. They are not just asking for a generic summary of the crisis.
Right. I really love the mechanics of that word. Think about the word take. Literally.
Like capturing a snapshot from a specific angle.
Exactly, like a camera. When you ask for someone's take, you're acknowledging that they're standing at a different vantage point in the company than you are.
Precisely. You aren't asking for the objective truth, You're asking for their specific camera angle.
It feels a lot more personal.
It is. It is a slightly more casual, dynamic way to say opinion, focusing on someone's specialized read of a situation.
Which naturally prompts the optimistic colleague to reveal the historical market perspective driving their confidence. Noelia has prepared 25 practical phrases for this lesson.
And you should definitely check out the pattern practice and original dialogue sections. Practicing these phrases in their natural context is what actually builds your real conversational reflexes.
The link is in the description. Thanks for joining us today.
Always a pleasure.
Before you go, consider this. If conversation is truly a game of catch, how often are you holding onto the ball simply because you're afraid of what the other person might throw back?